Hey everybody, thanks a lot for checking back into the channel. Today in the vlog, I'm going to give you an opportunity to meet Keith from CorvetteBlogger.com. He always has cutting edge, fun, informative news in the world of Corvette. We meet him at the Bash and share that clip with you today in the vlog. Along with a client I just sold a new Z06 to, a new 2019 Z06, calls me up and says, the supercharger's not working. I'm like, really? Come on, man. Yeah, really. Today on the vlog. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Got to thank Jim Egan from Corvette Cleveland for thinking about me. I was not able to attend the Bash on Saturday, and some way, somehow, he got, a lot of you got pieces of this. This is actual camo from the C8 mid-engine car. This is going to go in a special frame in my office. Yeah, more on that later. Jim, thanks for thinking of me. I really appreciate that. I attended the Bash late Thursday, all day Friday, and just before we talk about some of the future vlogs I got coming up, yeah, we got one after another. I actually feel like a real YouTuber. I got vlogs every day. No, not that many. You guys get sick and tired of me. So anyways, yesterday was a blast. So many great comments from you guys. I really do appreciate that. Just talking about the suit, the support of my marketing efforts, my silliness, craziness, but always on point, right? Right. You guys get it. And I really do appreciate that so much. And just thanks for watching the vlog. Many of you enjoyed the story when I talked about that hole I fell into. And a lot of you guys said, hey Rick, that was the sinkhole before it really was the sinkhole. I didn't even know it. Yeah, I was running through the field trying to peer through the fence at the old portion of the Bowling Green assembly plant. Never saw anything, almost broke my leg, but I had a blast. Thanks for the feedback on that part of yesterday's vlog. Today's vlog, you're gonna have a lot of fun. But coming up tomorrow, I wanna remind you, I take a segment from the seminar on Friday talking about the 2019 Corvette and year-to-date production. I know I'm just like you guys. I love seeing, hey, how many black wheels and how many chrome wheels and how many automatics and how many of this and that and all the color breakdown. It's very interesting, so we've got that in a shorter vlog for you tomorrow. Then on Wednesday, we've got more stuff to share. Taj talking about the C8 Corvette. Here's one thing. I was going to talk about this Wednesday. I was talking right now. Here's what blew me away. And you'll see this in the vlog on Wednesday. Many of you that were at the event, you saw it already. I was shocked that Taj had to ask to put the Zora Easter eggs on the mid-engine Corvette, the car that he's solely responsible for making successful. I have every confidence that that is going to be, but he had to ask. He'll tell the story, and he tells a great story about the Steven Siller Foundation. That's the last C7 that's going to be sold and auctioned off. All the benefits go to that foundation. He told a great story about Steven that I didn't even know, and why the foundation was named as it was. And also remind you what we talked about before anybody on this vlog. No, the last C7 is not being built on June 28th. You're going to buy the rights to that car on June 28th. I think also in this week, besides those vlogs I have planned for you, I think there's going to be something else I'm going to have to share with you, because I just think some news is coming. Okay, that's all I want to say. But I thank you so much for being here, the support. Many of you tired from your travels this past weekend. I am too. But I'm glad you're here with us, because we're vlogging like a real YouTuber, and I hope you enjoyed today's content. Yeah, some more clips from the Bash event. I had a great trip. It was a shorter trip than I wanted it to be, but I had a blast with you guys. Thank you so much for all your kindness. Really cool. Gonna announce the winner here in a second from yesterday's vlog. I wish I could be like GM, where I would say, everybody that entered, you all get a C8 logo pin.
And every one of you in here gets one.
No, I've got one. I'm sorry, guys, but I guess you proved me wrong. I was like, hey, if you're paying attention. Yeah, you guys were paying attention. You all nailed it. So thanks for watching. Thanks for paying attention. Thanks for the entries. Over 400 entries for the event pin and the C8 logo pin. And that goes to Benair. Am I saying that right? Benair Covington. Benair, congratulations, man. Really appreciate you watching the vlog. You know, it's funny, before we get into today's clip, talking about my camo suit and some of the camo shirts that the GM guys were wearing. Well, the camo shirts that they were wearing, they auctioned off 2 of those shirts. If you weren't there, check this out. Each shirt drew $3,100. Say what? Now they're scrambling right now, trying to get those shirts available to sell in the National Corvette Museum store, which I think will be great. You've got time to sell it. I mean, it's going to have the data on the back. It's kind of buried in there. Take a look right here. You can see it up above there, 07, 18, 19. Okay, so that should be coming soon. I know they're trying to make that happen, but 2 guys, $3,100. And then at the racing dinner on Thursday night, you know what a big die-cast nut I am. I didn't get it on video. I thought I did, but I didn't. I looked back at the clip. They had two 1/18th scale die-casts, okay? Signed and autographed by all the guys on the race team. Very, very cool. First one went for $2,500.
Say what?
Now this is after they announced that one just like that at a previous event only drew $200. So they started the bidding at $200, went to $2,500. The cool thing is that money was donated to benefit the National Corvette Museum. In the bidding, okay, Doug Feehan's controlling the auctioneer stuff. Well, my camera was up on a tripod, all right, so I'm sitting down and it's up like this. So I reach up to turn the camera off because I'm not gonna do that. And Doug looks back. All right, $70,000. My God, I'm not bidding. He goes out. The guy was just reaching for his camera. It's like, oh my gosh, you're in an auction. Keep your hands down. And then they took another die cast, just magically pulled out another one and said, bam! Oh, we got one more autograph by everybody, and it drew $2,000. So a lot of money went to the museum for a good cause, and it was a great time getting there. Okay, here's some clips from the bash. I was walking around the winner's circle from day one, and that was interesting too. The guy Benaire, Cummington, that won that logo pin, a lot of folks were messaging me and said, hey, we went to the same seminar on Saturday and there was no pins given out. So the Friday seminar, anybody there you saw all got a logo pin. So, but we didn't get a drive-by of the C8 car. So you guys on Saturday got to see the camo mid-engine car. Here's the other thing I want to know. I was thinking about this on the way into work today. You see how many hundreds and hundreds of people got those videos and got those pictures? Or any of you knuckleheads trying to sell it? I got spy shots of the C8 car. Don't worry, I'm not buying. I bought enough. We're beyond that now. I'm sure somebody's, I got video. Anybody want to buy it? Everybody's got it. Now, as windy as it is, that guy's pretty brave to get up on that ladder right now and try and take this group photo, but good luck there, buddy. Some of the great cars, choice winners right here. Now here's Supersonic Blue, guys. I love that in the C6. I was talking to Mike in Houston the other day. He says, man, why didn't they ever make that color on C7? I don't know. Well, next generation's coming up. You need to bring that one back, boys. It's a beautiful color. I love it. Hey, it's happening. You doing, Dr. Davis, getting some ideas?
No, I've never seen one of those before.
Yeah, it's pretty wild, isn't it?
I don't know who the hell builds those.
I don't know, it's neat though. Sure sounds good, I know that. This thing sounds as mean as it looks, bro. I love it, man. I love it.
You know the video blog, yeah.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
What's the fastest you ever had it?
The Ball 165.
Yeah, that's enough to get your attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was on a closed court. I mean, it was on the airstrip, really. But yeah.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So
You got racing seats and everything in there, huh?
Yeah.
Dude, that's sweet. Jake sewn in the headrest.
Yeah.
Nice job, bro.
Subtle, but yeah.
2019 Z01. This is 9
All right, I feel compelled to at least talk to somebody else besides myself on the vlog. So, you guys remember this guy?
Yeah.
Just retired, got a Z06. We're gonna tell your story. All right.
Oh, okay.
Let's come over here in the sun so people can see us. All right, so turn this way a little bit. I don't want to look at the back of your head.
Okay.
Pay attention. So here,
Jim, come on in.
Brad just picked up his 19 Z06, and it's funny. You were talking to Mark the other day, and you go, "Man, this car kind of disappointed. I'm hitting the gas, and just doesn't feel like this. It just didn't feel any more powerful than my
was
Transport."
faster.
And we're like laughing, thinking you're joking. And you're like, "No, dude, I'm serious. It's like there's nothing to this car." Okay, you had the car what, a couple days? You know, and like, what the heck's going on?
Well, I just passed 500 miles, so I could try to play with it.
Trying to push it a little bit.
And nothing.
We were asking you, hey, what's the boost gauge reading? And you said it's reading nothing. No boost at all from the supercharger. So it's fortunate that you're down here. You got an opportunity to talk to some of the Chevy guys. So here you go. Every car's got a story. Brad was the retirement president, got this going on, and now the supercharger's not working. Yeah, and stuff happens, guys. It's a production vehicle. So what was wrong with yours?
Had a little piece in the engine compartment come loose, a little plastic piece, got caught up in the
belt?
The belt for the supercharger, tore it all up, ripped it apart, and I didn't have boost. And I had Paul Corner, the Corvette tech, who was down here.
You told him the supercharger wasn't working. He said the
He
same thing
didn't
Mark and
believe
I
it.
did. He
He
goes,
didn't
yeah,
believe it.
I've never seen it. Are you kidding me?
You didn't believe it. And so just the people down here helped out great. Went over to the local Chevy dealer and they had the parts, fixed it up. And now it's a beast.
Now you got to hang on with both hands. Right?
Exactly.
It's crazy because he didn't hear any noises with that belt being broken, nothing rattling around in the engine.
Right.
I thought that was kind of bizarre, but you know, it's okay. It could be 2 days, 2 years. If something happens to your car, you got a warranty. That's what you got a warranty for. So you got to find out all about that.
Exactly.
But I'm glad you're rolling and
Yeah.
everything's good, man.
Oh, I love the car.
All right, Brad. Thanks.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Okay, guys, this segment of the vlog, how many times have I referenced my friend at CorvetteBlogger? Well, here he is.
Here I am.
That's Keith, CorvetteBlogger. He's also the guy that we've talked about, and we actually did a vlog dedicated to his Corvette Special Editions book. And dude, nice job on that book.
Well, thanks, Rick. I appreciate it.
I love that book.
Uh-huh.
You know, I'm kind of a nutty Corvette guy, and I
Yeah.
love those special editions.
That's
but
right.
it's nice to signify the special editions, and I think you did it better than anybody. And to put it all in one section, one book, one media outlet is great to acknowledge, especially for us Corvette fans. So I got to ask you, out of all the cars in there,
Oh no. Oh, here we go.
what's my favorite?
It's like, what's my favorite in each generation?
Right.
Because you almost have to do that because the cars are so different, you know, from generation to generation.
Right.
One of my all-time favorite cars, this might surprise you,
Okay.
the Competition Sports from 2008, was it?
Yeah.
It was set up to be just a basic track car.
Okay.
The gray wheels, the silver cars with the decals, and each of the decals had the VIN numbers on them.
Yeah.
And it was the first time I rode in a C6 at Sebring, and I had a lady driver at an ALMS race doing 140 with me on the backstretch. And I love this car, you know. The GT1s also from that same time
that was a
period.
great car.
Those are great cars. Ron Fellows, love the Ron Fellows edition. Other ones that I really enjoy, the 2004 commemorative edition Z06.
Yes.
I think that one, first time a carbon fiber roof was painted for a North American car.
Yes.
And they did some other upgrades in suspension, titanium exhaust. So yeah, you know, to pick one overall one, I think it's impossible, but you could say I like this, and you know, we keep talking about C8. We know that C7, they did the Premier editions for a launch, and I thought that was a fantastic idea.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
And so hopefully we'll see something like that as well. You know, and they just keep coming out. We have these driver series. You know, everybody's talking about, well, you know, they're just kind of basic, but you know, they're sequentially numbered. They have some special items on them, and you're going to get like the photo with the driver at the end.
Yeah, they picked that up in the seminar today, but they never talked about that in the press release. So what Keith is talking about is when you buy that special, the Driver Series Special Edition, you're going to get a little packet with a photo of the driver by the car and an autograph. That's stuff that we kind of talked about before. That you deserve at least to get that for that package.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you know, we're going to see low numbers on that. So is that something that's going to, will it really appreciate later on? Hard to say, but it's a good candidate for one just because of the low production numbers on it. Probably.
What about the Carbon 65 car? That's another one that was kind of misconstrued by the enthusiast. We knew it was a special edition car, but GM didn't come out and boast and say, well, this is for the 65th anniversary of Corvette, but that's in fact what it was for. I think it was a great car.
And it's an anniversary car. The anniversary cars and PICS cars always do well because they have that built-in audience. A lot of times they're milestones for people. You know, with the 65th anniversary, we have that different color of the ceramic gray.
Yeah.
So again, that's gonna be a color that we're gonna look back on, and right now a lot of people might not like it, but I think we're gonna look back on that and say, you know what, that's kind of a cool color, you know, and some of the combinations with that. So
especially when you park it next to a white car, and you can see the difference between the two.
Right, and everybody likes those off-whites or the tricolors. You know, we've never really quite had that, and you know, that's one of the closest I think will come in a little while. So
well, you're a huge enthusiast, so doing the book had to be a blast for you.
It really was.
When did you decide to actually do the book?
So it was Thanksgiving of 2016, and I'm up in, I cabin in Kentucky with a family reunion that we do every year, and I got an email from a book publisher, and he says, we're doing a special editions book for Mustangs and for Corvettes. We've read your blog. Would you like to do the book for Corvettes?
Wow. How about that?
And it took, I mean, before I was done reading the email, I said, I've got to do this, you know, it's a bucket list item. I write every day anyways, so what's the difference, you know? And it was a great topic, that special edition. So I actually started it in January of 17.
I remember you called me and told me you were doing it. I was pumped for you.
Yeah, wrote all the way through October of that year, turned it in. I had it back a couple times from the publisher, and then I finally got a printed copy like in May that I could make my final edits to.
Right.
Turned that in a month later, and then so October of last year it came out. And that's, again, thanks for all your promotion on that.
Oh, dude, I love it. I mean, besides I love the content, I think it's just very nicely laid out. It's an easy read, the way the pictures flow.
And I like it's got quantities. You know, we tried to dive in and get numbers on like cars that had the manuals versus automatics. Obviously coupes and convertibles, and you know, if it was a Grand Sport or Z06, but we tried to dive in a little bit more of the numbers. And the other thing I wanted to do with the book was, could I find a story behind each model that maybe somebody might not know about?
Right.
You know, if you owned a car, I'll give an example. 1996, they wanted to do the Grand Sport. That was the car they wanted, but it was going to be too expensive with the changes they wanted to do.
Right.
So that's how we got the collector edition. The collector edition became the car for the masses, and because you had the availability of the LT4 on that, it helped pave the way for the Grand Sport to be made, you know, 1,000 units there. So things like that, you know, you find that, and they decided that over coffee. Hey, why don't we do this, you know?
Right.
So just little stories like that you tried to find. And it was, again, just a fun subject.
And for anybody that owns any of those cars that happen to be in your book, one of the true special edition cars from Corvette, it's just nice to know some stuff about your car, maybe more so than just stuff that was on the window sticker, or maybe was printed in the brochure.
Right.
You know, and speaking of which, because he's sitting behind you, one of the cars I love is the 2008 Will Cooksey car.
Yes.
And that was never represented in the 08 brochure, and I was frustrated about that. But
because it came later, I think. Yeah.
And it was just a neat car. But you know, for anybody that sees that car, sometimes because they didn't see it in the printed data, and that's where they get educated.
Right.
They're like, well, what's that car? They didn't know anything about it. You really got to be ingrained into what's going on.
Well, and if like a car like that, if you walk up, somebody's got that car, and you walk up to them and say, "Oh wow, you got a Cooksey," they're like, "Hey, this guy knows Corvettes," because most people just walk by and say it's a red Corvette or even a red Z06. So
Will's actually back there. We're like, hi, Will, we're talking about you, sir.
And Will actually gave me an interview, and he talks about how the guys came into the plant. He's kind of complaining about how, you know, all these special editions, you know, they interrupt the regular flow, and you know, he wasn't too sure about it. And then they told him, well, we're going to call it the Will Cooksey edition. And he's like, I think we can make that happen. So he did that.
It's
so
great.
And that story like that's in the book. So.
Sure, and he signed the inside of the armrests and so forth. You know, kind of reminiscent of the Ron Fellows packages.
He would sign them in his office, and then he'd walk them down to himself to the station and turn them in each day.
That's
and
great.
So little things like that. You know, Ron Fellows, when he came here, he just had shoulder surgery.
Yes.
And they're like, you're making me sign all these. If they didn't know that, you know, but he fought through it. And again, it's just, you know, one of those stories that, you know, you might not know about if you have the car or you're interested in the car. So yeah, it's just little nuggets like that we try to find.
Anybody watching the vlog right now, and you may have missed the vlog we're talking about, how can they get a hold of your book online?
Sure. Well, CorvetteSpecialEditions.com is where I'm selling autographed copies. Of course, you can always get them at Amazon. Corvette Store selling them as well.
That's great.
And we're finding them a lot of Mid-America, Corvette Central have them. So check online. And you know, but if you want one signed, we're selling them for the same price as the MSRP, which is $44.95. I know a lot of times Amazon has them cheaper, so check there and. You can get one. So
that's great. That's kind of what Keith's been doing here at the Bash. So that's great. Thanks for time to talk with us, man.
Well, let me say this too.
Yes.
This is my 10th anniversary here. And I tell you what, when it was like 2006 or 2007, I heard about this guy named Corvette Conti who would come to the Bash and would be filming in the back, and I thought, man, that's great. He always got the latest info. So when I started coming, it would be me and Rick in the back, and we'd be just, you know, shooting the crap back there and watching the show and doing that stuff. But you know Rick, the guy loves Corvettes, and I couldn't have a better friend in the hobby than Rick Conti. So
Thanks, brother.
I appreciate it, brother. And
Appreciate
good
you
seeing
too, man. You too. Thanks, man. Appreciate
Yep.
it very much. Oh, what did you think of my outfit, by the way?
His outfit rocked. I mean, talk about a fashion statement. Woo! That was awesome. Yep.
At least one guy liked it.
Only Rick could pull off something like that.
Hey everybody, thanks again for your support of the channel. Don't forget you can continue to do that, not just by watching, by giving this video a thumbs up, making a comment down below, and subscribing to this channel if you haven't already. Nobody connects and shares more customers than we do right here in the world of Corvette. In real time recording this, I had Adrian here from Arizona taking delivery of his new ZR1 Corvette. That'll be in a future vlog clip, and we're actually shipping the car to him. And it was neat. I was showing him the weather program, and I'm like, well, the weather program is almost useless to you in Phoenix. Okay, sunny and 80, sunny and 100, sunny and 110, blah, 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 blah. But for here in Ohio, here's what's great. It's gonna rain all week. And usually I'd be really bummed out about that. But you know what? It's gonna be sunny on Sunday when we're recording a vlog at noon. Join us at Super Sport Pizza and Wings in Washington Courthouse. We're gonna have some prizes to give away. We're gonna have a great time. Most of you guys have your shows on Saturdays and cars and coffee and that kind of thing. This is on a Sunday. This is perfect. It's after church. It's at noon. Driving distance, bring your car, bring yourself. Let's just have a good time, all right? And I'll be sharing what we do. I got one favor I got to ask him to do too, and I just hope he lets me do it. Sometimes people say, nah, that's a little weird, man. Nah, we're not going to do that. But I'm going to ask him. I'm going to film it. We'll get the reaction. If he says yes, then I'll share that with you on the vlog when we air it on May 12th. But we're filming, and everyone's getting together this Sunday when it's sunny, so who gives a crap that it's raining all week? Because this weekend, it's going to be great. Sunday, Washington Courthouse, Ohio, starts at noon. I look forward to seeing you guys then. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.